Hi kitties, welcome to Spirit Kitty Tarot. This is a Libra reading 2023. Let's see what we have for you, Libra. Okay. All right. So we have been looking for love, and in this year there's actually hope, and we actually have reason to believe that there is someone who is interested. I think you already know who this person is, and I think you're contemplating being with this person, and I think they feel the same way because it seems that way in the cards, at least. With the King of Wands, there's also someone who is pressurizing you to give into that relationship. I don't know. It seems that this person is very persuasive. I don't think they're persuasive. I think they're trying to persuade you. They might not be that persuasive though, because you are not into them, but they can't seem to get the hint. And all right, in the past, when you were more naive per se, because that's the Fool, that's kind of what I'm getting, and this person came along because of money. You encountered them, or you were around them for money, and eventually you found out about what this person, their agendas were, and okay, you weren't really put off by them immediately though. You were kind of flattered by their attention, and after a while, when it became obsessive, you were creeped out very appropriately. And with the Four of Cups, people around you found this person very attractive, and they didn't understand why you were feeling the way you were feeling. You were creeped out by this person, and because of what other people were saying, you started questioning your own judgment. And after that, I'm sorry, but because of that, your money was affected. And did you leave that job? Or there's something like this. And after that, you found something else, thankfully, and you found something that you were good at making money at, and you found that this was fulfilling you, and you didn't want to go back to this person. Okay, Five of Wands, there was a conflict that happened, not around you, but you heard about it. So this conflict was about you, and people were discussing you. So it wasn't really a conflict, it wasn't really an argument or a very big fight. It was just that people were talking, they were wagging their tongues behind your back. And all right, so I'm nodding my head in agreement because I understand your situation, and I get that after that you wanted to pursue certain things that you had been putting off because you needed to feel a sense of security within yourself. You wanted to feel like you were doing something for yourself, and it was just that it centered you, and you wanted to be yourself again, if that makes sense. With the Chariot, we started to understand that we had certain plans that we had to put in motion now, and it was now or never. Page of Swords, yes, and Ten of Wands. All right, so the thing that we were pursuing, the opportunities that we were pursuing, they eventually came to us. And I don't understand why I'm speaking in the past tense, because I would generally be speaking about the future, because this is a 2023 reading. But it's maybe this makes sense to you. Maybe you want someone to talk about your past and how everything that you've experienced, you want someone to, even in a very indirect way, maybe I am talking to you and maybe that is comforting to you in some way. All right, now I'm getting I'm getting it, and I'm understanding it. We had to go through all of that, all of your past, to understand why you are where you are at right now. All right, so there is someone in your life now. This person you're not really getting along with. You might be with them, but there are a lot of fights. I don't think that this is a okay, we have the lovers card. Yes, it should be that you are in a relationship, but I think it's more of a situationship than anything. You might be drawn to each other, but you might not have committed yourselves to each other because they're not, because maybe that's like just a side thing that there are a lot of arguments that are happening between you two. I'm again nodding my head in agreement. It's this is a doobie. All right, 9 of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. Yep. In this year, things are definitely gonna turn around, and you also think that you shouldn't give into relationships that were toxic or kind of toxic, or people that didn't really have your best interest at heart. All right, they're gonna definitely come around, and it's not that you're gonna be able to cut ties with them. These people are drawn to you because you have indulged them in the past, but you want to get away from them, and you want to sustain yourself by stability. Definitely you want that, but you also want to be able to sustain yourself emotionally without these people, maybe because you find yourself not wanting to rely on them. With the Wheel of Fortune, we definitely have luck on our side this year, and things are gonna look up. With the Hermit and with the Hermit and Death, this is looking like you're gonna have to. Right. So the thing is, when I'm doing readings, I get very specific messages which do not make sense to me at all, but they might make sense to you, and that's why I have to convey them. All right. So you might need to put away time for yourself and not let yourself be consumed by the thoughts of how they are feeling. You should not be empathizing with them at the expense of your own peace. Yeah, that's kind of it. So, yeah, and you have to be reborn. That means a rebirth. You should be looking at a rebirth for yourself in this year, and you should be looking at healthy relationships that you want. You don't want your past dynamics to repeat themselves. With the Six of Cups in reverse, oh my god, the message is so clear that I don't really get it like this. And the message is that you need to not let yourself be misguided by your nostalgia of them, your past, your memories of them, how you were before with them, because they are not really good for you. They're not really there for you, and yeah, that's kind of it. I really hope that you understand this, and of course decide whatever you want to decide, but I hope you heed this message. Just gonna draw 2 cards before messages from your guides, Hierophant and Six of Wands. So this seems like and Hierophant is me in this scenario. Yes, again, you should be heeding my messages, because this is something you need to do. I think you already know this. I think you're already trying your best to do this. It's just hard because you have a very soft heart, and you give in to your empathetic sides. With the Six of Wands, I totally get that. With the Six of Wands, there is there are people out there that do have your best interest. These people want you to welcome them into your life so they can be there for you. And you might have been somewhat antisocial with these specific people that you know that might be good for you. You really admire them, you want to be friends with them, but there's just something that holds you back from really going to meet them, or you should be really definitely giving into this friendship. This is good for you. So they might be your soul family, and they might do you good. So messages from your guides are purpose. You should be looking ahead one direction and looking at your purpose in life and in general in this year, what you want, your goals, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, what you want, and just move towards them without thinking about how the past cycles are repeating themselves. That doesn't make sense, I understand. But cycles tend to repeat themselves with you because you have a very soft heart. And this has been a very interesting reading because you're very open. This doesn't really happen. Generally, I get just a little bit of energy from people, but you're so open that it's like I'm having a conversation with you. There are so many things that I'm not really saying because they're just passing through me. All right. With cycles, you also want to build a family. You wanted to build a family with someone, this past person we began the reading with, and this person really broke you. They really took advantage of you, and you didn't really know how to rebuild yourself after that. And you have a hard time now giving yourself up to romance, but you also are a romantic by nature. You just want love, you want to be loved, you want to give love. And with the sea turtle, it seems that it seems this year is gonna look very good for you. You're gonna find people that you should have been with, and there was some hesitancy that was there, and you weren't really giving into those connections. You will be doing that this year. So I do see you paying heed to my advice and really building good relationships. I definitely see that for you, and it looks wonderful. Just one more card because I'm feeling generous towards you. With Deer, it is you're coming into your whole magnificent power this year. You're just gonna glow up, and there's just wonderful things in this year for you. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications, and you can follow me on Instagram with the same name. Spirit Kitty Tarot will be given in the description box. I'm also doing a podcast, a murder mystery podcast, so you can check that out. So take care. I hope this year is wonderful for you, Libra.